The seagulls follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes! Good evening. What's happening? How are we all doing? The football is back. Yes. And for the first time ever on the Bhoycie bus, we are doing fan cam. So that means you are going to have the joy if you stick with us. And if you don't worry. I totally understand. The football comes first. But I am going to be watching the football in front of me. And we thought, why not? It could be quite fun to catch my reactions on here. I'll probably get turned into a few memes at some point during the course of the season. And but, you know, that's what will happen. Anyway, kickoff is 10 minutes away. I've not done a post-match in a long time. I can't remember where I used to do these. It's been a while. But yeah, I think everyone's absolutely buzzing that the football's back. And there's a renewed optimism around Celtic Park, Celtic supporters, the managers slaying the media left, right and centre. We've got 2 new signings in the starting lineup tonight already, albeit we are missing Kyogo, which is a real shame. But number 38's always been my favourite number, you know what I mean? It is exciting times. It is exciting times. Hibs are the opponent tonight. Obviously, we can't take them lightly. Do you know what I mean? We've got to take Hibs seriously. I think that's just, you know, common sense, because under Sean Maloney, they've got 2 wins out of 2. They've now had 3 weeks for him to implement his methods and all that jargon. But I still think we can get the win tonight. I know I was a bit conservative last night. I was asked on the Championship Manager stream what I predicted the score to be. And I sort of said 2-1, I think, you know, it might be a bit now. My mood's changed today, you know. There's a sea of optimism across the social media platforms, and all the Celtic fans have been rejoicing that the football's back. There's going to be a packed stadium tonight. 2 new signings in the lineup, like I alluded to earlier. And I think we've got reason to be quite excited about this tonight. And I think Celtic could get the job done with a couple of goals to spare. I've changed my tune from last night already. That's what it's all about. We're allowed to do that, aren't we? Loads of people in the comments. Let's quickly go a run through. We've got Brown Warrior commenting, Kieran 1888, Frank Brennan, Bruce FM, yes, Daniel MC, Daniel Mick if you prefer, Daniel Groundwater, can't stomach a certain pod anymore without Bhoycie. Mate, I love that, mate. Welcome, just get on the bus. Helen McCallum on the green and white, love it. Kieran, the intro puts me in the mood for the match and the beer. I've managed to stay in the sparkling water again. What's that, 17 days sober? Kookaburra's in the house from Australia. Yes, mate, that's what I want to see. Feed the bear. The Bhoycie bus is on. It is revving up. And we are going to be with you live till 11 o'clock tonight. We will cover the match. I'll set up a different stream. And from 10, like when the match finishes, and from 10 to 11, we'll do post-match pish. And I know that name seems to have resonated with a lot of you. So we will be doing that as well. So I hope, Feed the Bear, you've got plenty of supplies. You're sorted. You've got a comfy seat. Whatever you need to keep you going through the night with that. And enjoy the shows. John Duncan, all aboard Mother Hoops. Yes, mate. Liam Cole's just in for the gym. Time for the bus. You know it. Let's go to Wallace's Glasgow Rebel. He's right up for this. Margaret McCormick's been waiting on the bus for ages. I'm sorry, Margaret. We're here now. Martin K, here we effing go. Yes, Bhoycie. Yes, Martin, mate. I'm buzzing for the night, man. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. I can't sing, man. Paul Gilston, yes, Bhoycie. Come on the hoops. Johnny Boys in. On the hoops. We're all well and looking forward to the game. You know it. Jackie Trainer cannot wait. John Duncan's a bit nervous, but he still thinks 2-0. Philip DeMarco, yes. Teresa, still going with 3-0 tonight. Hail, hail. You stuck to your guns, Teresa. I've copped out a wee bit. I'm now more convinced I'm more on the fence that you are with the 3-0 sort of vibes. Just as today's built up, do you know what I mean? I've just thought, nah, fancy us tonight. Here's Johnson. Evening, young man. Looking forward to the live reactions. Yes, mate. Johnson, my best pal in the world. So I'm glad you're watching us, mate. Albeit you support a different team for us. De G, we've never worked out if it's De G or De Gee. Good, I can finally turn off the commentators. I'll not be like Archie McPherson, though. Oofed. But, aye, there'll be a wee bit of live reactions. You'll enjoy it. We, Jimmy Cranky, is certainly not rejoicing the football's back. I can't imagine who you're talking about there, Frank Brennan. Hopefully we can sync you up with his goal. Well, I've got to say, I'm on the path to paradise. Regular viewer Chris Kearney's wee one kindly said I can use their pass. So, brilliant. Russell has more changes of mind than Rangers have changes of companies. Well, but maybe. None of us are watching that, Bhoycie. No worries, Frank. I'm glad you're on the bus, mate. Tasty game tonight. You know it. Hail, hail on the bus, says Robin Blair. With Bhoycie. Yes, Robin. Love it. Dory boy, plenty of edibles to see the night through, Bear. I'm pretty sure you as well. I've not got any munchies. I just had my dinner. I'm watching the game right now. You can see the disco lights are in full swing. This is gallus, eh? I wish I was there, but what comes first, unfortunately? We need to be able to afford these webcams and all that, so I've got to work. Let's have a wee talk about the lineup now. If I had the tech, I could have brought the lineup up for you if I had time and tech, but I don't. And that's what we love about the bus. I'll read it out to you, like I'm reading the scores and all that. So, in goals, Joe Hart, no surprises there. Where would we be without him this season? That's a different question for another day. Back four, Juranovic, Carter, Vickers, Starfelt, Taylor. Midfield, McGregor, Hatate, and Rogic. Abada, Forrest, and Maeda, the front three. I'm guessing Abada on, in fact, I don't know. Maybe he's going to try Forrest on the left. He's played there before. Couple of standout things for us, though, we've got to talk about in the lineup. And I wonder, obviously, I'm always open for comments to come in as well, guys, as you know, because Juranovic, I think Juranovic has done all right to get in ahead of Ralston, you know. If it had been me, from what I've seen so far, Ralston gets the nod. But who are we to question Ange? At the end of the day, he's worked with them the last 3 weeks during the winter break, whenever they've been in. And he's more than capable of making these decisions. Then, obviously, we get to midfield and Hatate straight in there. Obviously, Turnbull's got an injury just now, so that made his sort of progression at the starting 11 maybe sped up a wee bit. However, Hatate's won more J-Leagues than Ange. He's won the last 2 league titles in Japan. He comes in on the back of a season, fully fit and firing, ready to rock. I'm excited to see what Hatate can do. Alex Ray, I think it was, the other week. Oh, if he doesn't know if he's a fullback or a centre forward, that would worry me. Alec, just you leave the worrying to someone else. Because Hatate comes in with pedigree of winning titles, mate. Right? The fact of the matter is, Ange, unlike you, was very, very, very clear on what position Hatate will be playing. And funnily enough, it's the position we find Hatate in tonight. And that's going to be attacking midfield. So McGregor's going to sit that bit deeper. And it's going to be Hatate and Rogic, who for me has been one of the standouts this season. Contuck is absolutely buzzing for this. Bruce FM's predicting 4-1. Kaylee's in the house. Yes, Kaylee on the bus. I always say in the house. Maybe I should have called it the Bhoycie house. It's not the same ring in it, does it? Kaylee says, there he is. Happening, my boy. I booted it up the road for this. You know it. Of course you did. Come on, the boys in green, says Robin. I'm loving this. There's optimism. everywhere. Stewtube, Bhoycie, give me a correct score and a first score and I'll put £1 on it. If it comes in, I'll donate the winnings to your charity of your choice. I can't say no to that, can I, Stewtube? So, we go all out. We'll say, first scorer, Maeda. First scorer, 3-0 Celtic. Stick £1 on it, Stewtube. Let us know once you've done that, mate. That's a really cool gesture, though. We love that. If anyone else wants to do stuff like that for charity throughout the rest of the season, I'm all for it. Don't blame me if the charities don't get any money, though, because my predictions are all crap. But let's go, Maeda, to set the bar, raise the bar. What have I tried to say? Something like that, anyway. Get up to speed with Scottish game right from the get-go. That's what we're hoping for. Donny Boy's got the Docks Thursday Bear. I think they're having it. He's looking for some recipes from the cookbook of the bear. I don't want to know. What was for tea? Oh, I made like stir-fry noodles and king prawns and chicken and all that, mate. Who cares? Joseph Agnew's in. Yes, mate. Hail, hail, Bhoycie. Disco lights night. Hail, hail, keep the faith. Love it. Red Scotland. Big game tonight. And it is a big game. Of that, as much as I feel, really optimistic, hyper, you could say, I do definitely have, I'm very well aware that this is a huge game, serious magnitude. And one of the points I want you to get over to is as well before the game kicks off. I know we are closing in on kickoff already. The thing is, now, I don't want this to come over like I'm taking anything away from our rivals, because I'm seriously not, right? They've won the league on merit, and I think Rangers are a very good side when they're in front. They're a good pace setter. I mean, they've got a gap ahead of us. They'll just keep winning. One thing we've not challenged with this Rangers side is putting some pressure on them. Their cup record shows them under pressure, even over the last 2 years. They can buckle. I'm not saying they will, but they can. And I think, finally we're in a position tonight where we're playing before them. We get the win. It's a 3-point gap, and they go Pittodrie tomorrow. And suddenly, and I'm not saying they will drop points, by the way. I'm not saying they will, but it's a test, isn't it? And it's a test of their mettle. And let's find out if they can hang. And I think that'll be quite exciting to see. And that also doubles down on the reasons why tonight is such a big game. Greg, I just read your comment there. You think that Forrest will start on the left. It's a fair shout, Greg. Hey, thank you for watching as well. There you are there, mate. I do see that. Red Baron won the Hibs. You naughty boy. You naughty boy. A bit disappointed Ralston doesn't get the start, says Kieran. I agree. He's more of a physical presence than JJ. Juranovic has been, I think he's been given a bit of a fairer crack of the whip than what he would have, say, had he been having to start every game at right back. I think he's had a bedding period that's been made quite cosy by the fact Ralston's form's been so good. The real test for Juranovic is between now and the end of the season. I want to see what this guy's made of. So far, I think he's done okay. Nothing more than that. And I think we should be expecting a wee bit more. He's had the bedding period, the settling down, the honeymoon period, if you like. I'm expecting big things and fair play, because Ange put his faith in him tonight, and you can't argue with that. Absolutely. Feed the bear, you'll never walk alone. It's too good, mate. I wish I had the sound on, but I think I'd get done for copyright if I did, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Greg, hey, there you go. He's agreeing. I think Juranovic is playing off being a good guy. Couldn't agree more. Martin K, he wants it 3-1. Joseph Agnew, Liam Scales and Ralston should be on from the start. Yep, I would have had Scales ahead of Taylor from what I've seen so far this season as well. I will start trying to stop talking at 100 miles an hour tonight. I'm just buzzing, and kickoffs happen now. I don't know how your He's Goal stream is. I don't know what kind of stream you're all using. Mojo, just on the bus, just made it. Mojo, we were waiting on you. Don't you worry about that, my boy. And Tim Alloy, hey, Bhoycie, this is going to be good. It is going to be good. So I am going to be watching the game live over here. You can see my side-on complexion, profile. And hopefully we'll be celebrating some goals. I wish the brightness in this tablet was up a wee bit. Jeez, it feels like they've still got the lights out. Tim Alloy, let's make some noise for the boys. You know it. Atmosphere looks electric. Looks, not sounds. Looks electric for me. Philip DeMarco, he's saying Jerry McCulloch out. I think he gets it a bit tight. He's never wound me up the same way. All right, okay, you're relying on commentary from me instead of Jerry McCulloch. You're watching it on mute. If I start doing live commentary, geez, just you know I'm tempted now, don't you? Maeda's pace already, though. Hounding down the back line. They've given it back to the goalie, but he must have been on offside there. But already, I mean, his electric pace is going to be a total weapon. And Kieran's brought up a brilliant point. I love that, Kieran, mate. Cheer at 9 minutes for wee Rory. Roar for Rory. 9 minutes. His dream is to walk. He's got a huge target that's required to be met. I made a donation and retweeted the post during the week there. I urge everyone to do it. Just have a wee look on Twitter or whatever social media you do. Roar for Rory. But yeah, I subscribe to that one. Vicente, what a name. He says search Google for live sport text. Come at the left-hand side now. Greg Taylor, another one for me that, you know, I know his assist record last season wasn't actually that bad considering how dreadful Celtic were most of the season. Oh, this looks promising. Overlapping run by Juranovic. Get in the box, son. Hit it! Oh, you bastard. Oh, cleared. Don't know who by. I didn't study the Hibs numbers or anything. Throw in not, and it's been a positive start for Celtic as well, which I fully expected. Rogic with space in the box and his first touch lets him down. Jeez, oh. Hibs flapping already, says the Red Banner. Well, they're on a counter-attack just now, and, you know, that guy's going to be a threat. I believe that's Martin Boyle there. Good ball played across. They've hit the post. I don't know how he's missed that. Oh, I don't know how he's missed that. Oh, jeez. Oh, Kaylee's ahead of us, I think. You're always ahead of me, Kaylee. But we were a wee bit hesitant. I've no idea how he's missed that, you know. Absolutely no idea how he's missed that. And, you know, Martin Boyle, I'm not going to act all Nostradamus like some of those plant pots out there, you know what I mean? And, oh, I knew this, and, you know, we're told this, and, you know, and I don't mean anyone in particular. That goes right across the board. Stop acting like you're in the know, you know, if you're not. And, you know, I did, though, say Martin Boyle made sense as a signing for me, and, you know, he was the direct threat there. I think anyone thinks he couldn't do it in a Celtic jersey is a wee bit mistaken. Greg Nisbet must want to move to us. It's the only way he could have missed that. There's Maeda in space. Oh, get in there. I hope you put that bet on. And it's Maeda with a goal. Nearly 4 minutes. I think you're right. I think I am behind some people because I've seen Red Scotland that came in with Maeda as well. I'll do my best, right? I might be slightly behind. I do apologise for that. But yeah, don't no spoilers in there. Maybe slight delays when you say yes. But who was it that said they were putting a bet on him? Scrolling through the comments. Composed finish, but he finds himself in acres of space here as well. Look at the space. But the confidence as he takes it first time, despite all that space. Rogic outside of the boot. Keeper could maybe do better. It wasn't the greatest finish, but he's hit it with confidence. He's hit it first time. And Maeda, the dream start in the goals, the Japanese new boy. That is what we wanted to see. Now, if I just try and quickly scroll back here, who was it in the comments? They said they were going to put a bet on. So many comments coming in. They're absolutely flying. And thanks to each and every one of you sticking on the Bhoycie bus for this, by the way. Absolute class. Let's see here. Try to find the comment. Hibs in possession in their own half just now as well, for anyone wanting some of that commentary. StewTube, that was the one. So he said if it comes in, I'll donate the winnings. StewTube, I hope you put that on. I hope you put that on. Anthony Ingles, what a way to introduce yourself. And there's StewTube there, 18-1. The bet is off to a flyer. I sincerely hope it comes in now. 3-0 Celtic and £18 plus the pound put on. £19 goes to a charity of my choice, which will be, if all good with you, it would be Strathcarron Hospice, which is a local hospice where I used to live and still in. I've got, you know, Johnson R, who was in, you know, his mother had her final days there, and she was looked after impeccably according to him and his full family. And yeah, just one that's really close to my heart. So yes, if there's £18 that can go to Strathcarron Hospice, if we were to get 3-0, then I would be delighted to that. StewTube, superb. The bus is rocking, as we knew it would be, John Duncan. You know it. Ryan Kelly just joined the Maedas off the mat like I predicted. Well, like we're just saying there, Ryan, we've put a bet on. £1's been put on by StewTube for a charity of my choice if it comes in. We bet Maeda to score first, Celtic to win 3-0, 18-1 shout, and we're on the way to that. We're on the way to paradise. Indeed. Told you it'd be good, Bhoycie. Have faith, babe, says Kaylee Mitchell. Love it, Kaylee. Your choice, Russell. No problem at all. Good man, StuTube. So there's Joe Hart in that position I'm still trying to get used to, hovering about outside their box while Hibs are closing our players down. He's now sort of frantically tracking back. Martin Boyle causing drama again. I mean, Hibs are a tidy team on the ball. There's no two ways about that. But, I mean, such as our record at home this season, I think it's 9 games. What did I see? 22 goals, two goals conceded so far in the league. So, I think to be fair, we can hope that despite Hibs maybe having a wee bit more of the ball than other sides will, that we'll be able to get the job done tonight based on our previous performances at home. Brown Warriors back can be absolutely lovely if my idea was to get a hat-trick. Wow. I wonder what odds you'd have got on that as well, Brown Warriors. That's a great shout. Donny boy, love it, mate. Hope your bus has decent suspension, Bhoycie, as it's bouncing at the minute, mate. Love it, man. Love it. Live streaming. This is what it's all about. No scripts, no schedules, no rotas, no fucking trying to be anything but just Celtic fans watching the game together. Keep the comments going as well, guys. I'm all for it. You know it. She's blocked. That was hurting my eyes. Okay, I'll do the same. I take it that was Sophie Scott you were talking about, Brown Warrior. I just seen it just comes up at mine. GB. Was that? We just blocked them anyway. Who cares? Who cares? We're on the supporters bus tonight. We never made it to the game. We're just on the bus. Yeah, Philip, I agree with you. Look at the way Hibs are knocking about. It's nice. I mean, we know Hibs are going to be now, and I think they always kind of were under Jack Ross as well, to be fair, but I sincerely think under Maloney especially, it's going to be a possession-based side, Hibs. He's going to have players on the side that are very comfortable on the ball. He's going to emphasise, he worked with Bobby Martinez for the last 4 years, so they're very much going to be a possession-based side that are going to, no matter where they're playing, whether it be at Celtic Park, whether it be at the new camp, they might be in the same Conference League next year, such as the Barcelona's form being. But yeah, I think they're going to play one way under Sean Maloney, and they're going to trust themselves to be able to knock the ball about no matter where they are, and that'll include Celtic Park. We're on the bus to God knows where, says Glasgow Rebel. I know, mate. Honestly, I think, I've got a full-time job. Do you know what I mean? I just jump on this at night and I'm absolutely winging it. Set up the webcam, set up a microphone. I've got a tablet covering the football, and off we go. So we're in the 10th minute. Throw in for Celtic at my end. I know I might be a wee bit behind a couple of you. I am watching it on the Celtic TV Pass to Paradise. But maybe the Wi-Fi, because I'm doing this. I'm doing freaking laptops, monitors, mobile phones, tablets, all in the one room. Kaylee says, can't have a script if I'm on the bus. No scripts, Kaylee. It doesn't work on the bus. You know it. Nay free lives for the Hawks. Launch them off the bus conductor. I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right with the Baron. He's been okay. And it looks like we've got a corner here as well. Abada, so direct, looking for the ball back from Rogic. And that's what we really, really want to have. We want to have Abada being direct like he was when he first signed. That wee opening salvo when he was getting goals almost on a weekly basis or every match at the very beginning. And obviously before the winter break, he got 2 at McDermott Park. So he'll be full of beans, full of confidence. And he looked pretty direct there, which is what we're wanting to see. Celtic striving to win another corner, and they do so. Good work. It keeps buffering for Feed the Bear. That's so annoying. Sometimes that's the best way, just wing it. You know it, mate. Greg, I don't want to blow smoke to you, but my God, Hatati looks very good. Yeah, I mean, a comfortable start. But these guys are coming, on the back of a league season already. They should be fully fit. Kyogo's proven that coming from the J League and adapting to the SPL, or the SPFL, I should say. Can be done pretty easy. We've got a Courtney there who just keeps misspelling search, misspelling Google, and saying Live Sport X. I hope that's not spam, Courtney, because I've got a feeling it might be. Don't do spam on the Bhoycie bus, you know. Yeah, and Hibs, I kind of expected are going to be one of those teams like so many are now, you know, playing it sideways from the 6-yard box, the goalkeeper. I don't always like it. I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. I've been pretty vocal on that through the course of this season, but hey ho. Pato, yes, mate, good to have you on. Made a meal and threw it up on Sunday. Very good, made a meal. I like it, mate. I like it. Good thinking. FB streams Donny's watching it on. You are also naughty. No license nor nothing, says Brown Warrior. So, Hibs sending the dead ball up the park. It was a hoof this time. Obviously, the passing out the back. You know, once bitten, twice as shy. They didn't look particularly convincing playing it square from the 6-yard box. It's a lovely wee header at the left. Was that a tatty there? Very nice. Starfelt, big 5 months for him as well. We can't forget that Starfelt, someone that came from the Russian league. He's Swedish. Getting to grips with a side that's going to be, you know, having 70 to 80% possession in league games will be a wee bit of the unknown. I think it's why at times Starfelt's actually looked more convincing for me when he's played in Europe. I think in the league, he always has too much time in the ball and he doesn't look like a player who's perhaps used to it. So big second half of the season for him now. The excuses are over. You didn't need to try and play that first time there, Hatate. And then again, just creeps away from us. Goal kick Hibs. Celtic trying to appeal for the corner and they get it. Very frustrated looking Hibs captain. There's that big Hanlon. Oh, calm down, mate. Give us peace. Daniel, we need to hire a new guy to operate the disco lights. I've seen motor alarms with better light shows than that. I might get some disco lights for the bus for the next one. Should we do that? We should do that. I think I've got a wee disco ball hanging somewhere. We'll do that before the next show, right? That'll be a good laugh. Red Baron, I mean, this is the thing. Red Baron can support Rangers. A lot of my good mates support Rangers. Red Baron's been done nothing but contribute to the debate every time he's been on. So I'll continue to bring up his comments. Not a problem for me at all, Red Baron. And you're right, the pitch does look in great nick. Remember, it was diseased under Brendan Rodgers. That's how he described it after, I think, only 6 months before that. He'd made the club spend £1 million on it. Interesting. I'm fully useless pish, honestly. We'll do post-match pish later because I know Mr. Duncan, John Duncan, loves that patter. And we'll get his t-shirt made soon as well. Paul Gilston got it on the Path to Paradise. Never knew that still worked until you mentioned it. You've got it on that, Bhoycie. You know it, Paul. Atati looks so composed in the midfield. Yeah, his first time pass was unnecessary. And maybe again there, just thinking a wee bit ahead of himself. But yeah, it's been a confident start. As I say, you know, Maeda's finish, maybe the keeper will be a wee bit disappointed he didn't do better. But I like the fact he took it first time. And it looks like there's a real confidence that the two boys from the J League are bringing to their game. It's just a streaming set on the internet for football. All good, mate. Anthony Ingles, Bhoycie, do you think we'll go on a run in the Conference League? And if so, how far do you think it could go or possibly even win it? Anthony, firstly, good to have you on the bus. I like folk on the bus. Secondly, I think Celtic's target has to be winning the Conference League. It's the third tier of European football. It's a new format, obviously only implemented this season. We like to describe ourselves as a side that should be qualifying for the Champions League every year. I think if we're in the Conference League, we need to take it seriously and we target winning it. Will we win it? I'm not saying that, no. Far from it. But every competition Celtic enter, they should target winning it, albeit you've got to be a wee bit realistic if you're in the top Premier competition in Europe like the Champions League. But in the third tier, look at the opposition. You wonder if any of the big guns will take it as seriously. Up till if they were to make maybe a final or something. Hibs in a promising position here. I'm jumping between convos. But yeah, Anthony, I think we have to treat the competition with optimism and belief. Honest mistake, they slag the disco lights because they can't afford them. I love the disco lights. Nigel's asking if I'm on the beers. Sparkling water, mate. That's me, teetotal 2022, man. 2022, I've been teetotal, mate. I've not even had any bread. What about that? Need bread either, Nigel. Ryan Kelly, hope the 3-0 bet works tonight, Ross. Me too. That'd be brilliant to give a wee bit back to charity on the first ever fan cam. Hashtag fan cam. If you're on social media, get hashtagging fan cam. If you want to RT some links to the Bhoycie bus, that would be much appreciated. Or even if you're watching right now and you've still not hit subscribe, do me a favour, hit the subscribe button, hit like on the video, hit the bell, and you can get notifications every time the bus is revving up. That's always good. I always forget to say that on the stream because it's not really my bag. I'm not trying to fucking do a Richard Branson on you and run a business, you know what I mean? It's just from a fan for the fans, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Red Baron's very interested to see how Celtic do in the Conference League, and I think it is interesting now we're in it, and I think we need to look at it positively. I don't want us to settle ever for being in the third tier of European football. It means we didn't qualify for the Champions League. It means we went out at the group stage of the Europa League. However, now we're in it. Let's be curious. Sparkling vodka. Honestly, feed the bear, man. I'm a new man this year, mate. I will be back on the beers at some point. Adrian Allen's asking, and thanks for jumping on the bus, mate. He's asking, how the new signings looking? Well, so far, we've had a goal from Aida, Adrian. I'm sure you're aware. Took it first time with aplomb. Confident finish, I felt, going for it first time. And then, of course, you've got Atati, who's impressing, I think, everyone in the comment section so far. Couple of nice touches, and certainly I agree with the narrative that he brings a bit of composure as well. Oh, Rogic just wide, son. Unlucky, my boy. Kawada JP says hi from Japan. Yes, mate. Hello. Good to have you on the bus. I'm trying to think what hello is in Japanese. Konnichiwa, is it? I'm trying to be nice. Try to show you a bit of culture. But no, thank you for watching in Japan, man. And welcome aboard the Bhoycie bus. See, we're going global, guys. Pato, ABBA songs for Starfelt, the Swedish shite. Take a chance on me. Slipping through my fingers. Marking at corners. Fernando. Winner takes it all. Oh dear, oh dear. Hibs playing 2 up and playing from the back has given us more play on the counter. That's true, Philip DeMarco. Very good point, mate. I agree with you. And Celtic are a side that are very dangerous on the counter. Mike Lowe is asking what the link is, Donny. Feel free to put it in the comments, mate. I don't care. I don't think it can affect the Bhoycie bus in any way, shape, or form. Nigel, if you're doing a fan cam against Rangers, there's no way you can do it without alcohol. I am not sure if doing it against Rangers is the best idea. I'll think about it. I know but if you do it with alcohol, it's a bit of a risky business as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm well behaved when I'm got a drink in me. Ball on the left now. Interesting cross put in. Dealt with by Hibs. Oh, volley back. Unlucky. Yeah, there certainly isn't a vibe from Hibs that they are wanting to pass out from the back. They're not just wanting to hoof it at the first attempt. Oh, that ball just went across goal. Unlucky. Unlucky. Or a spiritualist, Russell. I'm not quite sure what that means. Here we go. Up the right-hand side now. Good ball across. Nothing doing. 20 minutes gone, and I feel that Celtic's made albeit the Nisbet chance was, a bit of a shiting yourself moment. I still think we've looked at, far more comfortable. Hibs are trying to do the right thing. Again, Red Baron, I don't know what's going on with us tonight, but we're agreeing on everything. They are trying to play football. It probably will bite them in the arse. I think you're right. I think it actually suits Celtic the way they're playing. But as Joe Hart comes out his box and clears it. But I think what Sean Maloney's trying to do is implement a style that they're going to play no matter what their opposition is. And I think you're right. They are trying. Oh, Yahoo goes in. Oh, Yahoo Gozemas. Ohio. Gozemas means good morning. It's 5 a.m. where Kawada GP is. Well, we thank you for watching, Kawada. Thank you so much. And brilliant to have you on the bus. John Duncan, hope you're not bringing Chris Boyd on for halftime comments. I would do it to tie him up in knots. Chances! So I need to stop shouting in that microphone. Sorry. I get excited, man. I know I would tie him up in knots, man. Do you know what I mean? He's hopeless. He would be saying more times than, I don't know, Alphabet Street did on Sesame Street. You know what I mean? Brian Warrior, you can't watch us play Rangers without a drink or a spiritualist. I get it. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I'm not sure if doing the. I'm not sure if doing the old fan cam for the Rangers game is a good idea. Glasgow CSC says Hatate is a level above. Well, this is a guy who's came in. What are we estimating his cost? 1 to 2 million? Scary, isn't it? I know we're getting a bit of spam coming in. So I'm blocking them as they come as well. I'm all on it the night, guys. Don't you worry. You need a subtitles option now, Russell. Yeah, I do for our friends in Japan. Like Kawada JP, but sadly I don't. Getting the ball out wide left. James Forrest on the left. Greg Hay was right on that one. Big 6 months as well, having James Forrest back. You know, his numbers don't lie. His numbers do not lie. Red Barry thinks I'll need a drink to ease the pain when we play Rangers. Maybe, mate. Maybe. I think that game's, what I like to call a slobber knocker. I think it could be a really, really good tie, that. Celtic at home, 60,000. All guns blazing. Stu Tube must be ahead of me saying, Penn Celtic. Didn't he ruin my fun, man? I must be miles behind. Hibs in the ball in their own half where I am. You just try to confuse me. The Bhoycie bus is the new thing in town, says Honest Mistake. I appreciate that, mate. Oh! Penalty! Oh, wow. We are miles behind. Give me 2 seconds here. We do seem to be miles behind. I'll go to link 1. I was on link 2 for some reason. Don't know why. I think I do that at work. Stu Tube, you little bastard. Yeah, I mean, it's just coming up for 24 minutes from me. And it was a good ball from Taylor Greg Kane. I've been a bit critical of him at times, so I will do my best to give him a fair crack of the whip and give credit where it's due. I think that's so important in football as well. Right, I'm not putting the comments up right now. Are you using Ronnie dial-up, Russell, says Brown Warrior. I don't know what the script is. I'm on the pass to paradise. I don't know, man. Big Juranovic. He looked comfy the last time he took a penalty. Come on, son. It's a goal. Confidence personified. 2-0. Get in there. Martin Kay, pick it out. Boom. Penal. Superb. That is what we wanted. I just realised Airwaves chewing gum doesn't go very well with Tropicana Sensations. And yeah, I mean, I think you're absolutely right there. We can play football now. And, goal difference is going to come into it this season as well, guys. It could play a big factor. We've been on the wrong end of that in the past, so we shouldn't just write that off either or expect, oh, no, it'll all be fine on the night. Let's get the goal tally back up, Celtic. You're in a commanding position here. We're 2-0 up, 25 minutes gone. Let's try and get a few goals. Do you know what I mean? Let's lay down, that's the saying, lay down a marker. Do you know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's ramp up the pressure on them tomorrow because, that's all we can do when we're behind in points, really, is try and put pressure on them. And it's been a while since we've played the fixture before them. Of late, it's always been Rangers before us. So I am glad that we are getting the opportunity to play the evening before the league leaders tonight, because I think it can increase the pressure. There's the ball in the goalkeeper's hands where I am. Red Scotland saying we've been relentless. Love it. Hibs just seem to be passing themselves into trouble here. I mean, this is the problem. That Hatate, brilliant closing down from him. You know, all the way from midfield, he's in their 6-yard box. And that is the word relentless, Red. Brilliant word to use to describe that. Absolutely relentless. Hasbula 2.0 comes in and he's saying, what's your opinion on Rangers at the moment? I think they're a side that enjoy setting the pace. I think they're a good leader. When they're ahead, I think, you know, they're quite comfortable with that. I still see them under much pressure, you know, this season or last. So, you know, when they were chasing, they didn't really like that. They fell away. Obviously, the squad's improved since then. They've got a league title under their belt. But it'd be interesting to see how they would deal with pressure. But absolutely. I mean, I think the two squads, there's not much between either right now, if we're being completely honest. Philip DeMarco's asking, what's going on here? I don't know, mate. What is going on? Always like that midfielder for Hibs. The boy with the sort of locks. What's his name? Came from down south. Left-footed. They always say cultured left-footed, but it's a left-footed player, don't they? It's always a cultured. The stream's just jumped back to the start. Has it? I have no idea. What's going on, Philip? No one else is saying that. Let me know if the stream's jumped back to the start. There's no particular reason for it to. Come on, Celtic. Just a wee bit tidier, getting rid of that ball there. I wasn't sure about that lofted ball there by Cameron Carter-Vickers. All good, says John Duncan at his end. Happy days. Philip DeMarco's got it sorted. And the player is Newell. Yes, it is, mate. That is the name I was looking for. Ryan Kelly, great question. And one that shouldn't be underestimated. Can Forrest reach 100 goals by the end of the season? If he stays fit, then I don't see why not. I thought he was already on like 99 goals. Am I mistaken with that, Ryan? Check that for us, buddy, because I was under the impression he was already on 99 goals. So I would fully expect him to hit 100 this season. Why not tonight, mate? There's my question to you. Anthony Ingles is back in, and I've got to agree with this point. It is crucial we don't drop points before playing Rangers. And yes, this game seems to be very much going our way, but, you know, it's not done and dusted as of yet. We've already seen Hibs threaten earlier on in the match. But you've got to say that it is vital that we go into the Rangers game as close to them as we possibly can. And that means we do our bit. And if they slip up in the meantime, we'll be even closer. But we've got to do our bit. Johnny V is on the bus and says the stream's fine. Very good evening to you, Johnny V. I've never seen your name pop up in the comments. Good to have you on the bus, mate. Get involved in the comments. I love it. Kookaburra, Hibs can't get the ball at their own half. It's one-way traffic at the moment. You know, sometimes you've got to play your opposition, play the fixture. Hibs look to me like a team that are going to insist on this passing it out style. They must have felt pretty good in training or something to be that convinced that what they're doing right now is working, because I remain to be, from what I've seen, they look like they're under constant pressure when they've got possession of the ball. You know, they're getting a goal kick or they're getting an offside free kick in their in their area, and they're playing it so short out and inviting waves of Celtic's sort of pressing, and I just think that why do that at Celtic Park when you're 2-0 down? Maeda's pace there, closing down the goalkeeper, unbelievable. Another error. Well, they try to clear the ball, and unlucky. Brilliant tackle from the Hibs captain Hanlon there, but really, really good football from Celtic. That press is just electric. And here, the 3-week winter break was always coming this season, right? But has it been an opportunity for Ange to sort of get these guys up to speed how he wants to play? Are we going to go back to a more controlled version, albeit, but are we going to see more performances like we did right at the start under Ange? Remember, we just came out and blew teams away, even Betis away. We blew them away the first half hour, albeit we faded. Jinky will be going back to that sort of cavalier approach because Ange has more faith in the fitness of the squad. Johnny V, on the hoops, you know it, mate. Ronnie Dyler sorted out Forrest's injury issues, and gave him a bit of confidence as well. Brown Warrior. I also happen to think Paddy Roberts was one of the best things that could ever have happened to James Forrest, And I know, folk don't want to hear about Paddy Roberts coming back. I think he's just about to sign for Sunderland in the third tier of English football, which is a depressing thought. But what I feel is him pushing Forrest for that jersey really, really did inspire me. Forrest to score 5 for the 100 and he'll make it 10-0, says Ryan Kelly. I like this guy. I like him. Martin K is in the comments as well, and he's not wrong. Hatate is looking like a baller, and he looks like he is designed to play this sort of high pressing football that Ange's going to want. It's going to be rock and roll football under Ange, innit? And we're all excited by it. 2-0 after 31 minutes. We couldn't have asked for any more. Hibs knocking about the ball in their own half, but again, they get the ball, each player that gets the ball is then seeing, 1, 2, sometimes 3 Celtic players sort of drifting towards them. Now, Starfelt, that's in the Hibs half, a needless sliding tackle, a ball you don't have to win, not on the guy you're designated to win the ball off. Oh, no, it is Nisbet, but I mean, if you're chasing Nisbet in his own half, Starfelt, is that pressing too high, or, is that just needless? Is that just almost missing the ball? What are you doing? I don't mean missing the ball with a challenge. I mean, are you just missing having a wee touch of the ball and you've got, you need to be a wee bit more composed than that, Starfelt. And, if he mistimed that by even half a second more, that could have been a yellow card. Needless bookings. Ryan Kelly thought we'd have got more of a game from Hibs, to be honest. It's new styles being implemented. I'm not sure it was the right game to do it in. Loving the tracking back there from Maida, albeit he gave away a foul. That eagerness, enthusiasm, desire to get the ball back, that's what it's all about sometimes as well. Do you know what I mean? Nice and easy at the back, guys. No mucking about. Starfelt. What a ball that was up the right. I thought he was just hoofing it. He was not. A badder right on his toes. Lovely. Joseph McKenzie comes in the comments. Good to have you on the bus, Joseph. Celtic's next Celtic and Rangers game could end up like a film with zombies chasing after the Japanese people. You never know. I was actually thinking that this month. I wonder if, while Celtic are exposing a very affordable market right now, if across the city you think, well, why don't we tap into it as well and maybe take the other guy who was joint top scorer, for example, with Maida? I don't know. I hope not. Kelly Mitchell, I'm about a minute and a half in front. Don't want to say anything in case I spoil it. Apologies, Kelly. There's not much I can do with that. It is what it is. It was always going to be a bit of a gamble. From his interviews, tracking back as part of his game, it certainly looks like it, Brown Warrior. You're absolutely right. Kookaburra, brilliant point. What's this going to be like when Jota and Kyogo are back? Well, firstly, we're going to have, really great options, which is key. Hibs in an interesting position here. Blocked by Juranovic. Shot coming in from the left there for Hibs. Oh, and I don't know what he's giving that for. Potentially an offside. Not entirely sure. But it's a Celtic ball. All good. Nigel, I agree with that. Stupidity like that got Starfelt sent off at Dingwall. Honest mistake. Starfelt should have had a yellow there, to be fair. Welsh in. Well, that's it, mate. Hibs knocking the ball about the back again, and Maida's on them. Jeez, oh, he is looking so dangerous. He's going to be a defender's nightmare. Ball played in. Hatate, right foot on the volley, and a good save from the keeper. Confidence, though. He just brings that down on his chest. First time on the right foot. I presumed he was left-footed because he played, we thought we were signing a left back. Very, very good, though, from him. Yes, Justin. Justin is watching from Australia, as is Kookaburra. We've got Kawada JP watching in Japan. The Bhoycie bus is going global. Easy for me to say. Good to have you with us, though, Justin, my man. Brilliant. Enjoying your comments as well, either on the videos or on one of the reposts that I put in the YouTube chat. Keep it up, mate. Like to interact with the Bhoycie bus passengers. Celtic fans, mate, innit? But look at this. We're just showing the replay there. Utter confidence from Hatate there. Brings the ball down. Oh. No, sorry. Tapped myself too hard there. Just big guns, man. But yeah, total confidence from Hatate there, the way he's brought the ball down. Leans back, hits it on his right foot. Brilliant save for the keeper, right enough. But I know Brown Warrior, he's not a left back. I know he's not. It was a tongue-in-cheek joke, because I think there was a lot of reports alluding to the fact he was going to be our left-back solution. Martin K, the Bhoycie bus is the future. You heard it here first. Love it, mate. Win the Tim, give me a recap on baby duty. So after about 5 minutes, I never took a note of the times because I can't be asked. Hopefully Jonathan Boyce is doing that because he'll be doing post-match pish for me. But in the opening 10 minutes anyway, Nisbet had we scored, in fact. Maeda scored after 3.5 minutes. Nisbet then hit the post for Hibs. And then we got a penalty. And we scored it. Juranovic, coolly taken, opens his body, puts it in the bottom corner. Since then, we've dominated. Hatate stood out from the Tim. Maeda's closing down, tracking back. He looks like a bag of energy. And we love it. He's as much a left back as Callum McGregor is. Oh. And then I cannot believe Neil Lennon then played Callum McGregor at left back again after signing one for $3 million. That was against what was their name? Cluj. Anthony, who do you think will leave before the window shuts, including loans? I think there's still a chance Urigidi could go out on loan. I think we would like to see Mikey Johnson go out on loan, if not permanently. I think Sorrow might be struggling, mate. I think he might go before the window shuts. Just my opinion, of course. There's no inside knowledge on the Bhoycie bus, as you know. Oh, just wide there as well. James Forrest trying to get in the goal sheet, get closer to that golden 100. That was Kennedy's doing, Russell says Brown Warrior. I don't care if it was Kennedy's doing. Whoever the manager is, Brown Warrior, it lands on them. They make the decision to go with the decision of someone else. I'm being pedantic, don't worry. Fair enough. I didn't know Kennedy was involved in that decision making. Bhoycie, get him recommended to all your mates. Who? I'll recommend anyone, mate, to all my mates. Nigel, it'll be a tough game next week at Tynecastle. Absolutely, of course it will. But one that we can look forward to, I think, as well. I'm really looking forward to the game at Tynecastle. I just think it's a great place to go in the SPFL. We not there for one of the Hibs boys. Not quite sure who it is. Don't know how these commentators do read the numbers on the back so quick. Big Hatate. Just, living and breathing enthusiasm. I love it. Ryan Kelly says Montgomery and Murray to be loaned. Yeah, I mean, Dave Murray didn't look bad when he came on. At the start of the season, when we played a couple of the, games far bigger than he should have been playing in if we'd had our shit together. But hey ho, Montgomery to be loaned out, I think you'd benefit from that. Are we all in unison now, though, that going down the SPFL road would be the best one? Get him loaned out to a fellow Scottish team? I would like that. Malaki comes in. Thank you for jumping on the bus, mate, first and foremost. Great to have you with us. And he says, if the new boys do well, Tumble may struggle to get back in the team. Element of truth in that. And what we want, though, is that then driving Tumble on to raising his level. And that's what competition does. That is what competition does. And we certainly needed it. Like I've alluded to a million times in the Bhoycie bus, you can't hang your hat on Rogic and Turnbull starting the required sort of 55 to 60 games it was going to be had we not got a reinforcement in that area of the pitch. So for me, it made it was a no-brainer, I'm trying to say, to get in more competition for there. And that's what Hatate 100% is going to bring. Donny Boy feels Hatate is going to be the new star in midfield. I like it. Pato thinks the dark side fear Pittodrie tomorrow. Well, I certainly think we can influence it by getting a really positive result tonight. I certainly think, we can give them something to think about when they go there. And then obviously it's down to what Aberdeen can do. But they've been playing a lot better of late. They seem to have got, to grips with whatever ideas it is and philosophies it is that Stephen Glass has got right now. So, yeah, hopefully they are more than a match for the other side tomorrow, and we can get this, we can get ourselves in a position where when we play Rangers, we could potentially go top of the league if we beat them. Wouldn't that be exciting on the 2nd of February? I would love that. Montgomery's still very raw in Anthony's opinion. However, he's still a young guy with a big future ahead. I agree with that. Definitely. Liam Cullo worked out 8 players have scored against at Parkhead, Ibrox and Hampden since the year 2000. Can you name them? 8 players who scored against who? Not quite sure what that means. Glasgow Rebel, I haven't been Turnbull's biggest fan. No seeing Hatate doing good so far. I have to agree Turnbull may struggle if he doesn't up his game. But it's brilliant that's what you want, isn't it, really? Turnbull's still developing for me. He's still got holes in his game. Of course he does. But when one player's doing well, it doesn't always mean that someone else isn't doing well. I think what we're trying to do here is develop a culture where if you're doing well, I'm coming for your jersey. Your jersey's still not safe is what I'm trying to say here. Because I'm doing well. And so is he doing well. And before you know it, you've got that real competition for places, which I think was frustrating, not just Postecoglou, but the Celtic fans as well at times at the beginning of this season, particularly. Right, so you've worked out 8 players. 8 players have scored against us at Parkhead, Ibrox, Hampden since the year 2000. Is it only 8? Wow. We must have a hell of a lot more scored against them since the year 2000. 8 Rangers players would be Barry Ferguson scored at Hampden, Lovingkrantz scored at Hampden, Flo scored against us in 2000, Ronald de Boer, what's that, 4 or 5. Arteta scored when Douglas let it through his finger. Are you sure it's only 8? Must be more than 8. Oh, yes. More comments coming. Look at this. 5 a.m. Tokyo. Go Celtic. Yes, mate. Love it, 5 a.m. Tokyo. Thank you for joining us to watch Celtic tonight. And go Celtic indeed. Honest mistake. I'm just concentrating us now. I believe we will take the title. The pressure needs to stay on them. Absolutely. We need to keep the pressure on them. Ray Barron's of a different opinion. Of course, he says away to Aberdeen is never easy. But if we play like we were before the break, I think we'll be okay. That's all well said and good. And I do subscribe to that. Half time has been blown at my end, by the way. Well played, Celtic, indeed. But yeah, what we're trying to do here is ask some sort of question of your side, Red Baron, which I think hasn't really been done, if we're honest, over the last 18 months. And I'm not saying Rangers will crumble because of pressure or anything like that. I'm just saying it's time Celtic at least asked them that question. Is that fair? And it'll be interesting to see then how Rangers respond. That's why I think it's so big that we got the evening before their fixture this week. I think that's a big difference. Red Scotland's in. Hatate is some player. He's everywhere. His range of passing, superb. Right, it's half time. I will play the theme song. I'm going to quickly nick the top. I'll be back with you in 2 minutes, all right? Thanks again for being on the Bhoycie bus. Will we do the closing credits? Yeah, that's funny. Oh, no, not that one. This one.
Some of his comments about me deliberately trying to cause controversy. Well, I work in the media now, and you've got someone sitting there next to you who's an embarrassment to the media profession. He's an apologist. He's a charlatan.
Hey, sorry about the wee delay there. I am back. It's half time. We need to get an name for half time. We've got post-match pish. I don't know what we're calling half time though. But yeah, loving the comments coming in from everyone. Dominant first half from Celtic. Hibs not been up to much, if we're completely honest. I'll get as many comments up through half time as well. Kookaburra's back in. He can't tell if Hatate is left-footed or right-footed. That's good. And it's because he's equally good on both sides. The vision and precision on his passing is just incredible. I was nearly rapping there, Kookaburra, man. The vision and precision. Shut up, Bhoycie. I think I'm high on vitamin C. Let's see these subs used there. Let's keep the intensity up for the whole game. Well, we're allowed 5 now as well, Philip DeMarco. So I think that's not actually a really, really good point. Joseph Agnew. Hail, Bhoycie. I have the green and white streamers out blowing in the wind. Bhoycie, Starfelt needs to be sold. He's a danger waiting to happen. Getting himself sent off, costing you the game. Hail, keep the faith. Yeah, I don't know why he did that challenge in their half. It was needless at that point. Mappy, yes, mate. Thank you for watching on the Bhoycie Buzz. That was something else. Hatate is awesome. We certainly are playing with a wee bit of swagger, a bit of vigour in our play. There's confidence oozing throughout the side. Is it just me? Do we look a wee bit fitter than what we did before the break? Maybe that's green tinted glasses. And do you know what? Fuck it, even if it is. That's what the Bhoycie Bus is all about, isn't it? 2 seconds. I forgot to shut my door, man. There we go. Yeah, but I might be making that up about them looking fitter. I don't know. StewTube, I'm away down to the toilet to pour myself a bloody bovril. Oofed. Nice, mate. Feels strange watching football again, says Loopy33. It feels like it's been away for a year. It does feel like the 3 weeks were longer than what they were. It's brilliant to have it back. Brilliant to see Celtic looking so sharp, so energised. New players making a big difference. Everyone's talking about Hatate. Let's not forget it was Maeda who actually scored the goal. Both of them starting very nicely. More of the same. Loopy, good to have you with us watching as well. I know you're very active in the comments, post streams sometimes. So it's brilliant to have you with us live tonight. Boyd Bob, the passing, the moving, the tempo. That's it, mate. Even the passing, the movement and the tempo of how fast I read that comment out was something else, mate. Daniel Groundwater, Starfelt still having a good game. Don't talk shite. Yeah, I don't know if Joseph was maybe focusing on that one mistake that he made where he's came into their half, he slid unnecessary, he got away with it, and that can then cloud your judgment. Other than that, he's not done much wrong, Daniel. I do hear where you're coming from there, mate. Gary McGregor's on the bus. Excellent first half performance. It looks like Ange's found another couple of gems. These are exciting times. 100%. I mean, we wouldn't want to put too much pressure on them, but we knew the expectation level we had for the other Japanese players had undoubtedly risen, massively than what they normally, in normal circumstances, are signing two guys from the G League. You would have some sort of expectation they'd be good players, but you wouldn't be putting too much pressure on them. Such has been the impact Kyogo's had. It almost made it harder for the three new boys to meet the expectations we've now almost unfairly set on them. However, they've both hit the ground running. Hatate's looks so composed, so natural on the ball. Looks a real find, a gifted player. Just comfortable with the ball at his feet. Comfortable bringing the ball down up here. I won't slap my cable too hard because I lost connection last time. And Maeda, he's like a Duracell battery of energy. A composed finish as well, which is great to see. And the two of them have impressed so far, Gary. And you're right, they do look like a couple of gems so far. Philip DeMarco, the two two centre-backs are doing what needs doing, pressure on the ball. You can let the Hibs strikers take the ball down and let runners in behind. True. I don't think you need to slide in for that one, though, Philip. We'll agree to disagree on that bit. But, yeah, on the whole, I mean, it's, we're picking out, very few errors that we've made so far. It's been a good display. Half-time Havers, half-time Hatate. I like it. We do need a good name. I like these. Chris Kerr, Rio is a beautiful footballer and a beautiful human being. Of course. Liam Cole. Right, we'll come back to that in the second half, the quiz. Timberlake, I'm disappointed in you, boys. 45 minutes and I didn't hear you sing once. Yeah, you got me. Red Scott, very happy thus far. Apart from the Hibs chance off the post at the start, we've limited them and created plenty ourselves. I agree with that. I think right now what we're doing is causing Hibs headaches when they've got the ball and when they've not got the ball. The Hibs chance at the start, I think we all at one point, had our hearts in our mouths. We were concerned when that happened. But looked, but we're going to give away chances under Ange. I think we all have kind of came to terms with that. We could have been punished, absolutely. But since then, I think it's been a very controlled performance and we have created plenty ourselves. Arthur Goat, judging by your avatar, penalty at Rangers is what you're used to typing, big man. Nice to see us get one for a change. Got to feel for Gucci. Hope he gets a game soon. I think it would have been quite unrealistic for all three to have started Brown Warrior. I dare say if Kyogo had been fit, Maeda might have been left on the bench. So who knows with that one, but I think he will get minutes. RB 1888, absolutely loving the look of the new boys. Great to see them off to a great start. Juranovic penalty, great again. RB 1888's word of the day is great. But no, the positive vibes from RB 1888 have been shared in all the comments. I think we're all feeling, very optimistic with what we've seen so far. Don't want to get too carried away, but I did feel tonight was a bit of a test for us playing against Hibs, and I thought we handled it really well. Mappy not quite clicking up front, however, the signs are there. A few weeks playing together, and maybe, just maybe. I agree with that, but I think he's also showing a lot of the characteristics we were looking for and hoping for in Maeda. And of course, he's got that all-important goal. So that's the first sort of, first sign that he, that will allow him to settle in pretty quickly. Ryan Kelly, Rio Hatate. What a wonderful name. Rio Hatate. He plays his Celtic way. I like it, Ryan. I like it, mate. It's got to be me who's got to, sing these though down the mic, mate. You can just type them all in and leave me to, sing away for you. Joseph Agnew, hail, Bhoycie. Celtic not scoring enough goals though, with all the pressure we have. Brilliant show. Well done, Bhoycie. Keep up the hard work. Thank you, mate. Folk probably don't know, I do actually have a full-time job on top of this. Johnny V is in. Yes, Japanese boys. Ange will make his mark in Europe. Teams will only get better and better. That's, I think, how everyone's feeling right now. There is real optimism. Red Scotland, Hatate has run the show. Lupe, the high defensive line, can cause some issues. Sometimes makes it difficult for defenders if the midfield gives it up. It does, but I think that sort of high-risk football is what we kind of wanted to see from Ange. Daniel wants to see Gucci. Liam Greenlaw, the punk duck warlord, who does the artwork for Double Down Friday, Double Down Saturday show. Absolute legend. I don't know what corner of the world he's watching from tonight. Bulgaria last time. As I said, Bhoycie Bus is going global. He says it's been a pleasure to watch. Great entertaining football, which is great. Red Baron, McGregor's more of a leader with more experience, but I think Aribo is a better player. You would. I get it. That's fair. I don't think he's done enough over a long period of time to say he's a better player than Cal McGregor, if I'm honest. He was highly rated. He went off the boil. Form is temporary, class is permanent. I hope you're not talking about me, Brown Warrior. It took a couple of games for Kyogo to click with the others. The same will happen with these two. Maeda, great goal. Rio's passing is brilliant. Yep, he does seem to have really good range. It seems evidence says Red Scotland from 45 minutes of football, the two Japanese players are of a decent calibre, although it's early yet. I agree with that as well. I think they have looked good when they've had the ball. Rio reminds Timaloy a wee bit of Petrov. I can see where you're coming from there. And I think he does. Rio Hatate he complements what we've got in there. And like I say, it gives us that other option to have, when we perhaps can't always rely on Turnbull and Rogic to play week in, week out. They're just showing replays of the Maeda goal there. Well, on my stream there. Do we think Jota will come on in the second half? Martin, MB12, cheers for jumping on the Bhoycie Bus, mate. And yeah, I think Jota will come on at some point, although the need to bring him on has now obviously went down a bit. So perhaps I think just because there's such a wave of optimism that will be shared in the stands as well as on the bus tonight, in the stands will be mirroring the comments I'm reading right now. And I think Ange will capitalise on that by bringing on the poster boy for some sort of football and get some minutes in his legs as well. Tommy Daniel, yes, mate. What a first half. The new boys are looking good. I agree with that. Keely Mitchell, the new boys are brilliant. Not to speak too soon, but I think they'll be awesome. Tidied in with Kyogo. Absolutely agree with that as well. Was very surprised to hear Jota is back. I thought it was weeks more. I know, this is the thing. It's so hard to read Ange. So hard to read him. Hatate looks decent. Maeda's done nothing apart from the Sclaft goal. Arthur. He's been working hard, mate. I think he's looked a nightmare for defenders. Dory, I'll patron you boys say not to sing. That seems fair to me, mate. His name is Rio and has you dancing in the stands. He hates the Rangers and their silly wee red hand. Oh dear. They would be playing Little Pump Gucci Gang if Lowell was still in charge. It points to the fact what a great job Ange has done, considering no one gave Celtic a chance at the title at the start of the season. Yeah, he's doing a great job so far. It's been very enjoying. The pressing is a joy to watch this Chris Kerr, which I agree. And the team is gelling. You think it will destroy teams once it gels? I think it's only, the couple of additions that we've made. I think they're joining a team that is very much almost of the gelled past tense sort of terminology now, mate. I think with, in terms of the team gelling. But it is very exciting times. I'm trying to get through every comment, as I always do. Donny Boy, just noticed my stream is for Hibs TV, not Celtics. Probably why I'm getting a good stream. Jeez. So it always been my favourite number. That Days in Maeda is back, coming out on the pitch, as are the rest of the team. Greg Taylor played well. Juranovic is the engine. The bench options feel so much stronger, by the way, says Kevin Reynolds. Big shout out to you, Kevin. Hope you're good, mate. And I agree. The bench is a hell of a lot healthier looking now, isn't it? With the new arrivals and players coming back from injury. Ideguchi will come on second half, thinks Anthony Ingalls. Hatate looks like the player that Rodgers thought Kundai Benyo was. Maybe. What was it, Kundai Benyo? Yeah, I was never really sure about that, but I hadn't seen much of him. They've kicked off at my end for the second half anyway. Thanks again to everyone who's jumped on the Bhoycie Bus. There's a wee subscribe button. If you want to hit it, hit it. If you don't, who cares? Life goes on. Hey, pass, take a Gucci on the left-hand side. I love it, mate. Love it. Get a third goal, says Martin K. Kill the game off. Give Gucci and Jota a run out. I like it. I like it. Oh, setting up chances already. Oh, that's a bit much of him there. Hatate was trying to do the run round at the right-hand side of the box. Abada's layoff, though, asking a bit much for him. Kaylee, my Wayne won't go to bed because she wants to watch you and Celtic send help. Hello there, Kaylee's child. Hello. Send us in your name and I'll give you a wee shout out. It's probably been told to me before, but I'm on the spot here. I'm panicking. But yeah, you're welcome on the bus. Everyone's welcome on the bus. It's all good. Yeah, I agree with this. Glasgow Rebel. I think your name's Liam, isn't it, Glasgow Rebel? Trying to get it right. The front three of Maeda, Kyogo, Jota is going to be frightening. Daniel Mecca, hope it's... Oh, chances saved by the Hibs keeper. Hope it's council water in my ball. Sparkling water, mate. I don't know what happened to me after I turned 30, Daniel. I don't know what happened to me. That was a badder. Like I was talking about in the first half. See when he's direct running at goal and the one thing on his mind is having a shot. I think that's him at his best. I think that's what he's good at, playing very direct. And more of the same, please, from him. It's amazing what 2 goals can do for your confidence as well. Do you know what I mean? And the 2 goals at McDiarmid Park was maybe just what he needed. Oh, it's Rio Hatate was in there. Yeah, he's back to goal. And then he's trying to take it on the right foot, but the ball just sort of passes him by. He can't really make a real connection on it. I'm not sure if he's actually got a toe to it and it's went past the post. But that just shows you, I mean, he's been popping up everywhere, Rio Hatate. And, you know, Greg Taylor, not for the first time tonight, with a really incisive pass, which, again, good to see. Hibs insisted on passing it out from the back. Still the second half. Like I say, I think, Martin Boyle's picked up the ball at the halfway line for Hibs. A bit scrappy there. But again, so direct. He gets the ball out left for Hibs. And yeah, Hibs, when they get the ball, I think it's in a stat that they'd had more possession than Celtic in the first half. I could be wrong. I'm sure I'd seen that. But they are comfortable when they've got the ball. The thing is, we've got the 2-goal lead. We hold all the aces. They'll need to force it eventually. It's great saying, we've got a philosophy and we play in a certain way and it's the only way we're going to play. And that's great, but you're 2-0 down at the end of the day, mate. You know what I mean? I'm all about 3 points. Christopher comes in. Christopher Rademacher. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You can tell me how to pronounce it if you want. He says, cheers from Germany. So we've had someone in Japan, Kadawa JP, watching. We've had the Punk Duck Warlord, I think, is watching from Bulgaria. We've had Kookaburra and someone else watching from Australia. And now we've got Christoph Rademacher watching from Germany. Love it. He's going to shave his head clean live on Facebook if Celtic wins tonight. It's a drunken challenge. Follow us on my profile on Facebook. Christoph Rademacher is going to shave his head. What does the Bhoycie bus do to people? What does it do to people? Ryan Kelly, I don't know the song Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers. You'll need to sing that one for me, mate. That's because the centre-back didn't attack the ball, says Philip DeMarco. And it's Lazy Pancake, says cheers from Ayrshire. Hello. Good to have you with us. It's Lazy Pancake. Love the avatar name. Brilliant to have you on the show. Get involved in the comments more often. It's Lazy Pancake. Love it. And Greg Taylor says the Red Baron's playing like Bobby Carlos tonight. Not far off it. He's having a good game. He is having a good game. There's no 2 ways about it. That ball in at Hatate was nice. And the right idea as well. Ryan Kelly, a 3rd goal will be important. The game could take a turn. Don't say that, mate, but I know what you're saying. Just kill off the tie, like someone was alluding to in the comments earlier. And, you know, once the tie is killed off, it does then allow us to maybe see the introduction of Anita Gucci, see Jota come back from injury, which I know the fans are desperate to see. William comes in. All right, mate. Willie boy. Faye, the Garngad and Royston. How's it going? Hey, so what's happening, William? I hope you are good, my man. Thank you for jumping on the bus, mate. We pick up in Royston, we pick up in Germany, we pick up in Japan, Bulgaria, you name it. We'll be there. The Bhoycie bus. We go back in time sometimes as well, as you know, from our Championship Manager streams. Donny Boy back in, trying to watch the game and the pod and getting a Dave King squint. I always thought the Gallagher brothers kind of, especially Liam's kind of got like that squinty eyes thing as well. I've got like one where like, see this eye? Goes like all wee and a smile. I don't know why. Because I don't like, if I cut a boot, it's like the same size, but if I smile, it's like, I don't know why. It goes all squinty too. O'Malley Cat over 100 live watching. The first ever Bhoycie Bus hashtag fan cam. You know it. O'Malley Cat, brilliant to have you in the comments. Always get a good ding dong with you on Twitter. Usually all very good patter as well, mate. So big shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Marty McFly. This bus is made of a plane, to be fair. You know it, because we are flying on the Bhoycie Bus. 100 watching live. Don't tune in to the news at 10 after, because we're going back live at 10 to 11 for some post-match pish with Jonathan Boyce, who I text at half-time going, you better done some notes on this game, because I've been too busy doing the stream. Donny Boy, you can't snooker him at snooker. I left Didi stranded in Yoka. I wouldn't do that to Didi. Love it, William, mate. Garngad's all green machine. Joni V, good on you. Hit that thumbs up. There's Big John Duncan. Go on, Bhoycie. You know it, mate. Nothing stops the Bhoycie Bus. There's no rules. No bullshit. No filter. You just, if we want to do a watch along and get everyone on the fan cam, we'll just do it. And if we want to swear or we want to read out silly comments, then we will. If we want to have a laugh, we will. If we want to get all serious about the football, you know, and what do you make of the recent squad lineup and all that shit, we can do a bit of that as well. That's what it's all about. Football and having a laugh go hand in hand to me. And that's what it's all about on the Bhoycie Bus. Honest mistake. Fair play to Hibs having a go. Not like Martindale, anti-football. Kind of agree with that, to be fair. I think Hibs they've stuck to their principles. They've stuck to their guns. One to the shoppy, one back with the change. What do you think is next for Lee Griffiths after he ripped up his contract? Anthony Ingles has asked some good questions tonight. I have the opinion that Lee Griffiths' career is going to go down the road of Anthony Stokes. It wouldn't surprise me with the sort of chance that he's getting in the stands as well right now. It makes his whole profile, albeit he's not really doing it on the pitch either. I mean, Dundee were considering wrapping his loan as well. I'm now beginning to think, you know, with Griffiths, that it might be a career that sees him go to Azerbaijan or India, like Greg Stewart did, and countries maybe, you know, Cyprus, things like that, and then sort of move about, have a nomadic career. That's where I see it potentially going, which is a real shame considering his abilities, but he had more than enough chances at Celtic to sort it out. What about Liam Colo's question? Right, I'm only one man here, Ryan. I'm only one man. What was it? Celtic had 9 players that have scored. What was it against? You know, Hibs just had a header there go wide. Hanlon. Harley, that's hello, Harley. How are you? Hope you're good. And you're right, stay up past your bedtime. Who cares? It's good fun. Liam Colo's question, was it 9 Celtic players have scored against Rangers at Parkhead, Ibrox? I still don't get the question, I'll be honest. Just go with their flow, Martin K. You know it. Someone painted the Bhoycie Bus royal blue. They did not, Red Baron. Enough of your nonsense, boy. Space for Forrest out wide here on the left. Ball across the box there, but no one willing. That was sort of Paul Lambert territory. Here comes Juranovic, though, at pace. He can hit them. deflected wide for a corner. Just do it. Just drink a cold beer. Love it, honest mistake. MLS, Brown Warrior, I think that's ambitious for Griffiths. I don't think he'd be able to handle it fitness-wise. You know, even English League One, he might struggle there. LG in Iran, it would be a great show on Netflix. I know, mate, I know. Canada or the US thinks Brown Warrior, which is fair enough. Williams back in. Lee would love hair like yours, bro. It would cost him a fortune. Oh! Back stick! Oh, I think he's hit the post. Oh, I hope they've softened the post from last year that wrecked Chris Julian's knee. Oh, God. He looks in a lot of pain. I'm trying to work out what happened here, so do bear with. Header at the back post for Starfelt. He's obviously aiming for a goal. It's going wide by a country mile. And Abada somehow contrived to slide in. His shot that's came off his studs has hit the post, bounced back off him and went out. But the follow-through of Abada's slide has actually took him into the post. He looked to be in a lot of pain there. I mean, no only too well from Julien's injury last year, though. Celtic Park's posts are a bit lethal. It's weird when you see it slow down in the replay so much because the actual impact looks so minimal. Dembele and Rodgers ruined Griffiths. He was top scorers for a long time. 51 in the season. He was smashing it for us for a few years, bossing the league. Yeah, he was, but he had to get up. He had to keep going, though, John. He had to keep evolving. You know, if there's higher fitness levels put in the team, then he's got to evolve with that, I feel. There's a guy called Ali stuck to the grill, Russell. Shall we scrape him off? Why not? Why not, mate? Donny Boy's just seen it now. Griffiths on his day was top class for Celtic. I don't disagree with that, though. He did a lot of good things. A lot of good things. I just think his career strikes me as a wee bit in free fall right now. I'm not taking any. Who do you think was better, Bhoycie and Celtic fans? Prime, Hooper, Griffiths, or Stokes? Oh, Stokes at Hibs, mate. Hooper. Yeah, Hooper. Hooper for me. I think about him in the Champions League. Remember, he scored away in Moscow. You know, amongst other good performances put in. Yeah, Hooper for me was just, I think, a wee notch above Griffiths. Albeit Griffiths was better for like dead ball situations, like corners he was good at. Free kicks obviously goes without saying. Oh, scrolling up way through the comments, not doing the way. Free kick here, Jovanovic about to put it in the box. Jock Steiner says, Griffiths had 51 appearances, not 51 goals. Yeah, I didn't think he'd scored 51. I do believe he hit over 40, that's, you know, in one season for us, though. I don't know if it was the same season you were looking at. But under, you know, Dyla's second season or first season, he definitely got over 40. Hooper, the best poacher. Stokes, the best supporting striker. Griffiths, the best all-round number 9. That's a good answer. That is a good answer. It was dead on 40, says Jock Steiner. Fair enough. Celtic need to go for the throat, says Justin. And I agree with that. Hibs are playing okay now. Yeah, you're right. And you obviously next goal could be huge. He might consider changing it up at some point soon. John Duncan says it was 41 that he got in one season, not 40. There you go. I'll let you guys debate that one out. Hibs spreading the play nicely out wide right there. Taylor's got to do better there. Joe Hart smothers the ball. For me, though, it's going to sound like I've got like agendas against Greg Taylor. I really don't. But I think he had to commit there to getting the ball. You know, I was slagging off Starfelt maybe first half for committing, you know, with a big slide in their half, which I felt was unnecessary. But that was an immediate threat there. I think he's got to go all in for that and make it, Taylor. Very hesitant. And, you know, the thing was he got skinned all the same anyway. William, Big Ange and Jock, similar, no bullshit for the media. Yep. Feed the Bear comes in. Griff had plenty of chances and help. I understand he's gambling, etc., but texting me lasses, etc., and still doing it after going to Dundee is unacceptable. Fuck him. I don't know what he's been up to at Dundee, so I can't comment on that aspect. But I do agree with the sort of attitude that he has had a lot of chances under Celtic. He's not helped himself, and unfortunately, there comes a time where you've got to cut your cloth accordingly. Lee Griffiths' time at Celtic is now sadly been and gone. I think we'll change the subject from Griffiths anyway, because we've got more pressing matters here as Hibs slowly but surely coming back into this tie. Celtic maybe not quite dealing with this as well as we'd hoped in the second half. They certainly seem to not be playing at the same pace, same intensity, you could argue, that they were in the first. Philip DeMarco sort of agreeing with that. He says the game is opening up now, which it is undoubtedly. Greg, who would be your starting left back? Now, I don't see them every day in training, but yeah, I can only give the comment on the basis of what I've seen so far. Liam Scales does get the nod for me at present, Greg, although I have to say, without being biased, on the back of tonight, Taylor's definitely strengthened his cause for a regular starting berth, because I do feel he's put in a good display tonight, albeit as a bit hesitant there with that 50-50. Maybe it was 60-40 to Hibs. Maybe I'm being harsh, but I thought he could have gone a wee bit more all in on that challenge there. But I certainly think his performance all round has been, fairly impressive. O'Malley Cat's back in. He needs Jota. He wants Jota on to spark life into the game. It wouldn't go amiss bringing on Jota. It really would not. I've just realised I've been talking solid for like an hour and 15 minutes. This is madness, man. How do these commentators do it? It's like doing a shift at the work. McPake says signing Griffiths with his second worst decision ever after shooting Michael Collins. I've no idea what that means. Oh, RFC, mate. Shut up. It's just not constructive to the debate, mate. So I'm just going to block you. The lady boys. Oh, can't be bothered with it. I've got too much going on. Kaylee loves the way that Big Ange talks to the media. Fair enough. I like the way he talks to the media as well. I've got to say, I think he's got a real handle on it. Right, chances here. Get a cross in. Juranovic beat the first man with a cross. Poor final ball from Juranovic again there as well. Just straight to a Hibs player. We're in a promising position. We have retained possession, though. We've got it back. Hart at the edge, more than on the edge of his area. Given out to Spfl. Atati back to the keeper. Hibs with 3 men trying to press. So Hart's forced in to go a wee bit longer. Puts it out tidily out to the wide right. Celtic retain possession nicely there, despite, it not being a short pass out from the back from Hart, which we'll need to do when teams come and press us, because not always playing it short out from the back helps. Rogic, time to turn, on the swivel. Oh, Greg Taylor. Oh, come on, you've got to do a wee bit better than that, mate. Honest Mistake comes in. He says, Bhoycie, what do you think of Juranovic? It's hard on Ralston, but I think you can see Juranovic's qualities. He's rapid. I certainly think Juranovic was brought in because he had more sort of experience of playing in a system that was going to suit Ange's system better. I think that goes without saying. And obviously he came with a pedigree that outweighs Ralston's a lot. From what I've seen so far this season, I'm tempted to say I would be playing Ralston ahead of him. And tonight's not done anything to dissuade me on that so far, even though he's got a goal. John and Angie's assassin. I agree with you. I'll not bring the comment up, but I'll agree with you. RFC's been bought. Don't worry, Honest Mistake. Don't need to argue with idiots. The float of different players playing in different positions. Yes, I think there is a bit of that. But Ralston's not let us down, and obviously we're going to need the qualities that Ralston brings as well when it comes to winning this league title. You've got to put that in the net. headed back across goal, similarly to what led to Abada's sort of ricochet with the post by Carl Starfelt. It's just a blatant push. A blatant push. Cameron Carter-Vickers does put the ball in the net. I thought it must have went wide. But no, when you look at it, he's put the ball in the net as he should have done. But the way Starfelt's won the header, 2 hands on the back. They can't be doing that, Carl. And it was rightfully a free kick to Hibs, unfortunately. Jock Steiner comes back in. He says Taylor either lacks ability or lacks confidence. He's had plenty of time to improve. So I'm thinking it's more the ability. I'm not convinced yet, although what I would say is, it's always ever-changing with your opinions with Celtic, isn't it? We're all the same. We're just, football fans that see it through our prism at that moment in time. Everything's very reactionary when you're a football fan, and I'm going to side with Taylor a wee bit tonight. Not that I normally do. Normally I'm fully on your bus, if you like, Jock Steiner, but when it comes to Taylor. But I actually think tonight he's impressed me to an extent. And Red Baron comes in, he thinks his confidence is the problem because he looked mustard at Kelly. Yeah, and it was a good Kelly team as well, to be fair, under Steve Clark, and he did look very good there. And you say mustard, Neil Lennon says caviar. Terrible accent by me, as usual. Rio taking that pass from Hart shows that there is an improvement in the middle of the park. Very positive. I think there was a very confident first half that we've seen, and we are trying to get back into our stride second half. I wonder if, we've just took our foot off the gas a wee bit too much. Hatati popping up everywhere. It's down the left just now, just won the ball back, but we have got a free kick for a late challenge on James Forrest. John Duncan suggests that we still need more height in the team. And a big, strong centre-back, a big Bobo Balde or Mialbi, someone big and strong. I like that idea. And we're seeing comments coming in saying, GG on Giacomakis. I wouldn't be against that, I'm still very intrigued by what Giacomakis can bring to the fold. I think the season that he had last year, who the hell was he playing for? VVV Venlo, a relegated team, top scorer in the league by 7 clear goals, total variation on goals as well. I'd be very keen to see what Giacomakis can do with some regular football. I know he's had a couple of quieter seasons, but perhaps in his back catalogue as well. But on his most recent campaign, he got 26 goals. I think Gio Giacomakis, there's still a lot to come from him. And we've not seen him fully fit yet. And I think sometimes it's easy to write players off. In the heat of Lisbon. Yes. Love to see it. It's 68 minutes, 30 seconds when I'm or 25 seconds when I'm watching right now. I don't know what it's like where you guys are. Jota coming on says Angie's assassin. Let's hope so. Glasgow Rebel says he thinks Gio's just going to be another Hart soon. Nothing wrong with that, mate. 100 club. They are getting ready, mate. George Michael Jr. coming on. Jota is the poster boy at Celtic, isn't he? He really is. An infectious way of playing football. Good looking boy as well. Even with a headband, he looks good, the little fucker. Oh, and Jamesy Forrest. That sort of direct approach. We've not seen much of that for Forrest tonight. It's going to be a wee bit of a slower burner with him. I think people forget he was out just as long as what Julian's sort of been out, a year. So we've got to ease him back in a wee bit as well. Not expect too much, but we know once he gets firing on all cylinders, Forrest is a huge, huge attribute to that Celtic squad, an asset to the first team when fully fit. And I'm no doubt he'll get back to that as well. William, you gotta have faith. That'll never get old. Hope he doesn't eat as much as Big John. John did all right for us, John did all right for us. You know it, Brown Warrior saying you gotta have faith as well. Faith. I know it, mate. I know it. I can't believe I've still got another 2 hours of talking shite into a microphone for. Post-match pish will follow on a separate stream at 10 o'clock. The game, though, in front of us right now, where I am, man, it's just past 70 minutes. Still Celtic 2, Hibs 0. We've got over 100 watching live on the Bhoycie bus. What a laugh this is, man. I love it. And thanks to each and every one of you. If you've hit subscribe, hit it. If you've hit the like button, great. If you've not hit the subscribe button, hit it, I meant to say. I'm shy at all that promotion stuff. Big thank you to our sponsors as well, fanboyfootball.com. You'll see them in the top left. Give their website a look because they've got some really cool custom bespoke shirts, prints for the team that suits you. I know the vast majority of that will be Celtic. Some cool clobber though. I might try and ask them if I can get a t-shirt off for me. Wear it on camera. That could be cool. Jota does look like George Michael. There's no two ways about it. He definitely does. The big 80s George Michael hair, the wee sort of goatee beard. John Duncan, John Hartson was a top striker for Celtic. Loved him. Big John, red and angry. Loved it. Only 20 thumbs up. Come on, comrades. Get the thumbs up, says Philip DeMarco. Well, I don't like, putting the begging ball out for it. But aye, if Philip DeMarco says it, follow his lead in the comments. Give us a wee thumbs up because it does help actually. Folks see the channel, it becomes more visible on YouTube, so I'm led to believe. It could be bullshit, but that is what I'm led to believe. Big Bad John, eat as much as he wants, just back it up and wrestle any defenders and boom. I tell you what, he had some technique as well. Ade Gucci is getting ready to come on, or Gucci as he likes to be known. Another player full of intrigue. And, you'll get a minimum of, 20 minutes here when you add in injury time and stuff. I think it's always a minimum of 3 minutes these days. Giakoumakis looking lean, ready to come on as well alongside Gucci. This is good. Juranovic, a ball there that was so floaty up the right-hand side for Abada. Needed to be hit with more pace. Maybe I went over the top. It was a bit of a nothing pass there. Mikey Johnson getting ready to come on as well. That's 3 I'm counting changes. I know a lot of the comments were alluding to Jota looking like he was going to come on as well. Ange looks like George Michael. There is similarities with an older George Michael, just the hair back with the goatee beard. George Michael is, of course, a wee bit Greek as well, I'm sure. There you go. Right, ball on the left, Taylor. What can he do with it now? He's going sideways. Gets it to Juranovic, who's putting it up to the right. Abada back to Juranovic, who, under his foot there, just sloppy, mate. Sloppy, Joseph. And maybe I'm overcritical of you because Ralston stole my heart a wee bit this season with these displays, but, you've came with a big pedigree, mates. Don't be so sloppy. We need the players to be concentrating fully for 90 minutes. There's Rogic on the swivel, on the turn. Forrest down the left. It's headed clear by Hibs. Defending for their life. Rio Hatate, unsurprisingly, the one there trying to win the loose ball. But it's a free kick to Hibs and the attack breaks down. Juranovic claiming for a handball. Just you concentrate and trapping the ball, mate. All right. Superb. Paris Ospalas. Hello from Turkey. We are going global on the Bhoycie bus tonight. An incredible, range of places we've had. We know Bruce is watching from Bradford. So that's down south. That's another country. We've had Kawada JP watching. We've had 5 AM Tokyo watching. Both of them from Japan. We've had Christoph Madeker. I can't remember the surname to pronounce it properly. Who's going to shave his head if Celtic win live on Facebook tonight. He was watching from Germany. We know that Liam Greenlaw, the punk duck warlord who's done some of the Bhoycie bus artwork, he's watching from Bulgaria. We've got Baris watching from Turkey. Donny Boy giving you a wee clap there. Teresa is watching from Derry. Love this. John Duncan's in Liverpool. He's Scottish from Edinburgh, but he actually is from Liverpool. I did not know that, John. Brilliant. And the new boys coming on the park here. A few subs getting made by Hibs as well. I'd love to tell you who they all are, but I don't know. Although one of them does look a bit like... Oh, that is Scott Allen. Hello from the Cludgy, says Philip. That's enough of that. Russ, Donny Boy, there's a pic of him on the training ground with Australia, I'm sure. Looks like GM at some point. I don't think you're miles off it there, Ryan. What about the People's Republic of Paisley, Russell? Says Liam Collo. You know it, mate. Scott Allen. Remember when we signed him? I was convinced he was going to do well. I was convinced. I like the way he plays football. And you wonder, he must be, 30 years old now, Scott Allen? Unbelievable, eh? But you wonder if Sean Maloney would get a tune out of him. You would like to think Scott Allen plays football the way that Sean Maloney likes. You never know. Hibs playing it out from the back, still in their wee triangles. It's ambitious. The pace of Martin Boyle not paying off there. I think that was Carter Vickers over to make sure that ball was shepherded out. Maliki, San Diego, California. Good vibes. Yes, mate. This is brilliant. Love it. And Feed the Bear is the man on the moon. Good, great view. Oh, brilliant. Yellow card there. I didn't quite see who that was for. Oh yeah, it's a booking every day of the week, and that's the thing with Giakoumakis. You're wanting to hope that with him being more of a focal point up top, that he can draw in these sort of fouls. Remember, Chris Sutton was consistently the most fouled player in the SPL. I'm sure that was actually a stat as well, that he was more than one season the most fouled player in the SPL when he was with us. I'm not, comparing the two in terms of ability, because I know Sutton was head and shoulders above a lot of players' top drawer. But Giakoumakis, you're wanting to see that hold-up play when the ball comes out. He commits defenders into making needless fouls and can get Celtic up the pitch. That's what you want from your big centre forwards, and obviously looking for him to score some goals. There's a ball needlessly given away from a laughing Josip Juranovic, who I think is flattered to deceived again tonight, if I'm going to be completely honest to you. I think Ronnie Dyler signed Scott Allen for a laugh because Rangers are going to sign him. I hope that's not the case. Red Baron is down in sunny Devon. Brilliant. Ryan Kelly, East End of Glasgow. You know it, mate. Barris says, nice to meet you, Donny. Brilliant to have you on the bus, Barris. This is superb. And what it's all about, we're all just watching the Celtic match together, having some banter in the comments. The first ever fan cam on the Bhoycie bus. It's just after 78 minutes where I am. I mean, Hibs have a lot of work to do if they want to get back into it. They've certainly not given up the fight. And I've got to be honest as well, that when we went 2-0 up, we were hoping for more goals. We were talking about goal difference and things like that. It's not petered out that way. Or panned out that way even. It's more petered out in the second half. Albeit, we've had the ball in the back of the net, disallowed for a push by Starfelt in the build-up to the goal, which are completely understandable. Decision. Liam Collin now thinks Kyogo must be the most fouled player in Scotland. Worldwide, Tim, says Donny Boy. You know it, mate. Going global. There's wee Forrest on the right, doing Forrest things, and we get a corner out to. He already looks more comfortable on that right-hand side as well, though. Barry's living in Istanbul and watching the Bhoycie bus. Yes, mate. Right. I wonder if we're going to put this cross straight into the box with Big Giakoumakis on there. There is an option to go short. But I would like to see us just get it in, and we have. Cleared easily by Hibs. See what sort of intensity we try and get the ball back in the box. So McGregor to Rogic. Rogic gives it away. Just a wee bit careless there again from Celtic. Wee bit careless. Big long diagonal played. Joe Hart brings it out of thin air on his chest. Absolutely outstanding. Nice one, Red Baron. There is a good vibe on the bus, mate. I appreciate your kind words. William, loving it, mate. Some buzz first from me. Good to watch it all together. It is a good buzz, mate. It's it's the better, it's the next best thing to watching it. If you can't obviously be at the game, that's the number one. And then the next option would be in the boozer with a bunch of mates. But life gets in the way sometimes. You can only watch it on a live or from the house. Why not watch it with over 100 other like-minded people and get the banter. Kevy boy, my fan cam suggestion has been met with great success. I was wondering when you were going to come into the comments, Kevy. Your apps, or is it Kevy? Kevy? I don't know. I've got to say, mate, I was wondering when you'd come in the comments. I'll need to get some sort of royalties to you for the hashtag fancam name, because that has definitely been a success tonight. Over 100 watching live still. Ryan Kelly says he's loving the show. Donny Boy, the Cheska Trophy, Big Joe, sweet it was. On a serious note, just go to watch Celtic. You know, we don't want to concede a goal and have a nervy ending at the game. I know my prediction last night was 2-1. Obviously, I renewed that prediction with a generous offer from StuTube, who's a regular viewer. And StuTube said that if he would put on £1 for whatever my prediction was. Is he onside? Oh, save. He was offside. I thought he was. What was I saying there? Yeah, StuTube kindly said, put a prediction of tonight, boys. Say whatever you predict. Give me a first scorer and a score line. So I said Maeda and 3-0. There's Big Jota looking gorgeous with a headband. Sort of wet look with the hair. What a boy. James Forrest, well done for 81 minutes, son. Off you come. Oh, the fans will be going absolutely bonkers. I wish you could hear it. And it's all for gorgeous Jota. On you come, son. Let's see what he can do. Though, you know, he rocks a headband. He properly rocks a headband. Fair play to him. But yeah, I can't even remember what I was talking about a minute ago. But yeah, I'm glad people are enjoying the show. That is good. Red Barney could talk it up. Bhoycie, keeping the energy up for the full 90 minutes. I was just born this way, mate. Love it. It's what it's all about, Jock Steiner. Barris, I'm sorry for my English. I think my English is very poor. I am very bad for speaking and hearing. Barris, you are sounding all good to me, my friend. All good. Bhoycie's binoculars. I need a pair of binoculars, mate. Honestly, my eyesight is shocking. Greg Hay, he's agreeing. What a handsome man is Big Jota. Patati, Maeda, Kyogo, Jota. This team is full of fan favourites, says Red Scotland. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. Feed the Bear wants me to turn my volume up. All right, turn your volume up. You can hear it. No, I can't, mate. That's the thing. Where's my stream gone? What's happening here? There we go. I can't turn the volume up because of copyright stuff, Feed the Bear, you know? Because then it would look like I was airing the commentary from Celtic stream and all that sort of technicality stuff, you know? I would love to have heard the ovation. That would have been nice. You're doing well, mate. Fuck the volume. Love it. Barris wants to be added on Instagram because he wants to practice for his English. I don't have Instagram, so I can't help you there, Barris, but I'm sure in the comments they will love to do that, mate. If Maeda, Gucci, Kyogo, Rio all play at once, Pearl Harbor, I would be going to full alert, says Pato. Donny Boy and Archie McPherson in the making. Oh, aye. Nobody goes full Joey Barton, Russell, says Brown Warrior. No. Absolutely not. A wee stray elbow for Scott Allen there. Maybe a wee bit pumped up and all that. Craig Duff, when my body smiles to me, I go to Rio. Nice, mate. Right, that's my vitamin C kick for the day done. I think I've had about 500% of my required vitamin C count. Bhoycie fan You giving us a Lion's Den impression? I'm not quite sure what that means, Greg. The big man went down a bit easy. It just seems to be the way of modern football these days, doesn't it? Greg, I'll need you to explain what you mean there. A Lion's Den impression. Big man went down a bit easy. Yeah, unfortunately, just seems to be the way in modern football. You know, before, it used to be quite easy to read it quite a bit into that and think, fucking hell, mate, get up. But now, it seems to be wrong. There's another wasted pass. Joe Hart this time passing it out the park. Starfelt nowhere near it. Don't want to invite pressure at this stage. Oh, there's not going to be lions, is there? Yeah, the Lion's Den. Oh, that was brilliant when Gerard said that. Hibs on the attack here, facing our goal. We've got an overlap down the right. Cut in from the right, on his left foot, blocked by Celtic. Well, I don't know who the Celtic player was. I'm not going to kid on, I do. It all just happened so fast. Hibs getting a wee bit desperate now to try and get the ball into the box. But we come away with it nicely. Big Jota, beautiful header here. Celtic playing it across the back now. Callum McGregor, always there, always willing, always available for the ball. One of those players now, probably taken for granted a wee bit by us, isn't he? I know it's sort of generic pish that by me, but I think sometimes it does feel a wee bit like that. This is nice. Love it when Rogic picks up the ball like that. In his slippers. In his slippers. In his slippers. Oh, unlucky, son. Unlucky, Tam. Yeah, of course. I can't do it. Honest mistake. I think they have tailed off a bit. GG and Johnson should be right at it, but I think both will start the cup game via Alloa. Yeah, probably. That's away from home, isn't it? So that'll be an interesting time. Quite looking forward to that. Saturday we'll bring you some post-match pish at full time as well. We've got the Double Doon show, remember, this week also. Trying to remember who my guest is. Honestly, I'll check the calendar. I'll promote all that on the post-match pish show, in fact. That'll be the easiest way. Kookaburra, still watching in Australia. Love it, mate. Well done in the Ashes as well. It's game management now. Want another goal to put it to bed. I think that's fair. Free kick, Nakamura territory. It's a shame we don't still have Shinsuke. The reason that comes to mind is with the closing credits video that I've done for the end of the shows now, which I played at half time. I got a few Nakamura goals in there, and it was taking me back to how easily he used to just put the ball in the deck, 6-yard run up, curl it in at the top bag away from, any goalkeeper, even Van der Sar. It's a disappointing hit, that one. Off the wall. Starfelt with a header straight to a Hibs player. Oh, unlucky. Tried to pick up the loose ball off Jamie Murphy there, Ideguchi. You can see what he was trying to do. It's broke up the play at least. It is a Hibs free kick. They're just playing it out from their own half. Still playing it short, which, I mean, fair enough. I don't think it helps their cause right now. I mean, the Hibs want to score. I mean, finally they play a long ball up, but they've let Celtic get completely into position there, completely prepared for that long ball that came forward eventually. I just felt they were a wee bit slow there. Suits us, like, we're not going to complain about it. Oh, nice wee touch there. Jota, nice 1-2. Good football. He was trying to bend his run, wasn't he? He really was trying to bend his run. We close up a Rio Atati on the bench. He can be happy with his efforts today. I don't know if he's wearing a gum shield or a retainer or something. That was weird. Fresh Air 212. Loving the stream. I've been listening away through the game. Add a match clock for the next fan cam, bud. You're ahead by 2 minutes for me. I'm ahead. Jeez, oh. Apologies that I'm ahead, mate. I was behind most people before that. Kegel Ormoon, post-match push with a laughter face. Subscribe, my man. Yes. First time I've seen your channel. It was on that Pure Scottish Football there. Servco moderators. Late in, how have we played and who scored? I heard Maeda scored. So, firstly, thank you for jumping on the Bhoycie bus and subscribing. You'll enjoy it here, mate. It's a good laugh. I think Maeda got the goal. It wasn't the best finish I've ever seen in my life, but he took it first time, and I thought it did show confidence. Celtic first half display, albeit there was a chance for Kevin Nisbet, which hit the post. I thought on the whole we were excellent, if I'm honest to you, Kegel. So it was a really good first half display. It's eased off a wee bit in the second half, and that's even before the subs were made. I know the excuse that when you bring on the subs, that can disrupt the flow of the play. I actually felt before the subs, I felt we needed to make the subs because I felt the game had slowed down a wee bit by then anyway. But it's been a good way to ease ourselves back into it. We've not looked, Nisbet chance aside, really like we were going to concede at any point. It's been a comfortable evening for the back four. It takes us to 10 games at home. Only 2 goals conceded in the league so far this season, which stands us in good stead for you-know-what fixture on the 2nd of February. Tom Rogic just went down there with a wee knock. Oh, I mean, it's just needless, that. Scrape some of these studs. He hoofs the ball clear. The ref's already blown up. I mean, I don't know what planet the Hibs players in there. I mean, the Hibs players on there. I mean, it's just idiotic. William, the Bhoycie bus is jumping and everybody's buzzing. Pato, subscribe and get your Bhoycie bus all-day ticket. Everyone's doing my work for me, man. I love it. Russell, there's a full 25 litres of used chip pan oil in this lay bag. Shall I pour it into the fuel tank? Pour it into the fuel tank, mate. See what happens. Let me know how you get on. So, we've nearly played, at my end, the full 3 minutes of injury time. I think with the Rogic knock, it might stretch maybe to 4. It's difficult to predict these things with commentary. But absolutely nothing that I've seen in the second half that suggested we were ever not going to win this game, which is good. We will be back. Give me 25 minutes. It's been a bit of a graft doing this. I mean, I've enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. But it's a lot of talking on your own. But we are coming back on at 10 p.m. because obviously we always do the Monday Club between 9 and 10 normally. We don't usually play a fixture, Celtic, on a Monday night. There's the final whistle. Right. I will be back 10 p.m., 25 minutes with Jonathan Boyce, my brother, and we are going to do the Monday Club meets post-match pish. So I look forward to having you all there as we chew the fat over a successful night for Celtic, 2-0. Yeah, we'll chew the fat over it all in 25 minutes. Should we play the outro song? No, I've played it too many times. Oh, fuck it, we'll play it. Right, I'll see you all in 25 minutes, or as many of you as possible, for post-match pish. See you all then. Cheers.
Some of his comments about me deliberately trying to cause controversy. Well, I work in the media now, and you've got someone sitting there next to you who's an embarrassment to the media profession. He's an apologist. He's a charlatan.